Trying to reshape his head and his skull. He doesn't like it.
This was incredibly difficult to watch, and stuff like this has to end. After seeing this video, I felt like I had a responsibility to say something. I don't get angry at many things, but watching this definitely made me incredibly upset. I don't know much about what's going on with the baby, but here's what I do know. This is an infant that was born with something called hydrocephalus. They were also reportedly born prematurely. Hydrocephalus is a condition where there is an overproduction of cerebrospinal fluid, and it tends to build up in the head. And if it's left untreated, it can actually deform the shape of the skull, kind of like what happened to this kid. And for some reason, this chiropractor thought that it was a good idea to squeeze the head and attempt to get it back into a normal position. Now here's the thing. In the early stages of development, infants do have a mobile skull, but those areas tend to fuse over time. So if this patient's skull is still mobile and he's actually compressing it, then he's creating brain damage in an already cognitively delayed infant. But if the skull is fused, then what is the point of him applying pressure to that head? And not only that, this chiropractor thinks that somehow he can help this cognitive delay by adjusting the patient's neck. The important thing to realize here is that the patient has an implant inside of their head going down their neck and into their belly. This is a catheter that was implanted by neurosurgeons to allow the overly produced fluid to exit from the head down the neck and into the belly. And by adjusting the neck, this chiropractor is putting that catheter in the neck at risk for a fracture, which would require a second surgery in this infant. I wanted to raise awareness for this kind of thing and make sure that people understand this is not a good idea. Do not allow a person to squeeze the head of your baby thinking that that's going to fix the problem. Nor should you get your baby's neck adjusted thinking that that's going to somehow improve their cognition. Please educate yourself on the topic and stay informed.